What if the future of the Toronto Blue Jays isn't being built in the big leagues, but thousands of miles away in dusty academies across Latin America and Asia? While most fans obsess over blockbuster trades and free agent splashes, the Blue Jays just made a statement that could reshape this franchise for the next decade. On Wednesday, Toronto officially announced the signing of 27 international free agents for the 2026 class, headlined by Venezuelan catcher Juan Caricote, who inked a jaw-dropping $1.95 million bonus, the richest international signing in franchise history. But here's where it gets fascinating. This isn't just about one player. The Blue Jays are casting a wide net, bringing in 11 pitchers, 6 infielders, 5 catchers, and 4 outfielders from across the globe. Dominican prospects Michael Mesa $900,000 and Anudy Severino $700,000 round out the top 3, the second and third largest bonuses Toronto has ever handed out internationally. Think about that for a moment. In one signing period, the Blue Jays shattered their own records 3 times. This aggressive approach signals a philosophical shift. After years of chasing established stars and watching homegrown talent slip away, Toronto's front office is betting big on the international market, a pipeline that's produced legends like Vladimir Guerrero Jr., but has historically been underutilized by this organization. The timing couldn't be more critical. With the current MLB roster facing uncertainty around Bo Bichette's future and questions about the team's championship window, building a robust farm system isn't just smart, it's survival. And there's a strategic wrinkle here. Toronto entered this signing period with $5.94 million in bonus pool money, already reduced by $500,000 due to signing qualified free agent Anthony Santander last winter. They've also forfeited $1 million from their 2027 pool to land right-hander Dylan Cease. Yet somehow, they're still spending aggressively. How? Last winter's trade of Miles Straw netted them $2 million in international bonus funds from Cleveland, money they initially hoped to use on Japanese phenom Roki Sasaki, who ultimately chose the Dodgers. Instead of sulking, Toronto pivoted brilliantly, using those funds to sign Korean pitcher Seojun Moon, the first Korean-born player ever signed internationally by the franchise. Let's zoom out and examine what this spending spree really means for Toronto's competitive timeline. International signings are the ultimate long game. These teenagers won't sniff the big leagues for 3 to 5 years minimum. But when they do arrive, they arrive cheap. Unlike free agents demanding $20 million annually, these prospects will be controlled at league minimum salaries for 6 years once they debut. In an era where the Blue Jays are already navigating luxury tax concerns and massive contracts for Guerrero Jr. and others, this strategy is financial chess, not checkers. History supports this approach. Look at Juan Sanchez, who signed for $997,500 in 2025 and is already turning heads in the minors. Or Silvano Hechavarria, who inked a modest $240,000 deal in 2024 and finished last season pitching for High-A Vancouver in his first year in North America. These aren't lottery tickets, they're calculated investments showing real returns. Now, imagine if even 3 or 4 players from this 2026 class develop into everyday contributors. Suddenly, Toronto has cost-controlled talent filling roster gaps while preserving payroll flexibility to chase impact veterans. It's the same blueprint that's kept the Dodgers, Rays, and Braves competitive year after year. But there's risk, too. International scouting is notoriously volatile. For every Guerrero Jr., there are dozens of prospects who flame out in rookie ball. Cultural adjustments, language barriers, and the sheer leap from amateur competition to professional baseball claim countless careers. The Blue Jays are essentially betting that their scouting department, led by some of the sharpest minds in baseball, can identify diamonds in the rough before other organizations do. And let's talk about Juan Caricote specifically. Why drop nearly $2 million on a 16-year-old catcher from Venezuela? Catchers are the rarest commodity in baseball. A defensively sound backstop who can hit even .240 with pop is worth his weight in gold. If Caricote develops into a starting caliber catcher by 2030, that $1.95 million will look like highway robbery compared to the $15 to $20 million annually teams pay for established veterans at the position. The Korean connection with Seojun Moon also deserves attention. By becoming the first franchise to sign a Korean-born player internationally, Toronto isn't just adding talent, they're opening a new market. If Moon succeeds, it could position the Blue Jays as the preferred destination for future Korean prospects, creating a pipeline similar to what the Dodgers have built with Japan. So, where does this leave the Blue Jays as we approach 2027 and beyond? The answer is both exciting and uncertain. On one hand, this international haul represents the most aggressive talent acquisition strategy Toronto has deployed in years. On the other, it's a tacit admission that the current core, built around Guerrero, Bichette, and others, may not be enough to win now. But maybe that's okay. Maybe the smartest move is to build two teams simultaneously, one competing today and one preparing to dominate tomorrow. The international signings ensure that when the current stars age out or move on, there's a wave of young, hungry talent ready to step in. It's sustainable success, not a desperate win-now gamble. The front office clearly learned from the Roki-Sasaki disappointment. Instead of wallowing, they redirected resources into a broader strategy, signing 27 players instead of betting everything on one superstar. That's organizational maturity. That's smart baseball. As these prospects begin their journeys through the minors, starting in the Dominican Summer League, then progressing through Vancouver and beyond, Blue Jays fans should pay attention. These names might be unfamiliar now, but in 3 years, Caricote, Mesa, Severino, and Moon could be the ones wearing Toronto blue in the big leagues, leading the franchise back to October baseball. The international signing period runs through December 15th, meaning Toronto could still add more names to this already historic class. Every addition is another lottery ticket, another chance to unearth the next superstar. So here's my challenge to you, Blue Jays faithful. Don't just watch the MLB roster this season. Follow these kids, learn their names, track their progress on MLB.com. Because while everyone else is debating trades and free agency, the real future of this franchise is being built right now, one international signing at a time. Drop a comment below. Which of these prospects are you most excited about? And smash that like button if you believe Toronto's front office just pulled off a masterclass in long-term team building. The dynasty starts here. Folks, don't blink.